I tried to get up to my parents' house yesterday with my bike. Unfortunately, when I woke up, it was like 20 degrees out, and it wasn't any warmer up north where my parents are in Blairsville, so I decided not to ride my bike up there. But I came home this morning, and I am going to ride here. It's about 55 degrees, so it's just too nice not to ride right now. I helped my parents rip up some floor and get rid of an old wood stove that they had. That thing was heavy, like way heavier than you'd expect, but we got it out. So they're just starting to move in and do all that fun stuff. I'm sure all of you have been there. But yeah, a little too cold to ride up there today, or yesterday. So today, I'm going to head up the road, and we're going to find a cool camping spot. Somewhere where I can test all my gear out. Take it out, set it up, run through it. I can show you guys what I bring. If you guys have suggestions of what you think I should bring, or what maybe I shouldn't bring, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Always open to suggestions. I always leave my blinker on, man. Every time I turn that stupid thing on now, I always forget to turn it off. Try and go somewhere where there's water. I know there's a cool spot to camp at the top of the mountain, but there's no water there, and I want to test out my water filter thing that I got. So we're gonna try and find somewhere with water. I was thinking about maybe trying to build like one of those bushcraft shelters, or like those survival shelters that you see people like build, but not like a super ghetto one. I want to like actually try and build a halfway decent one, like, you know, like on that show Alone, where they go out and they build those like halfway decent ones where they can actually live in them, and it has like a little stone fireplace and everything in there. I want to try and build one like something like that. That would be super cool. I've never tried anything like that before, and I have no idea how to do it. So I would be completely winging it, but that's basically the story of my life. So I might give it a shot, we'll see. I don't even know where to start. I do have like a little hatchet and a saw. I don't know. I could definitely try it. Definitely worth trying. That looks like a horse. Okay, yeah, there's a couple horse things back here. Alright. I gotta watch for horses, you guys. I'm always very respectful to the people that ride horses on these WMAs, because they're allowed to, just like I'm allowed to, and the horses will spook sometimes, and you don't want to have an incident. So if you're ever riding and you see a horse on the trail, just pull over and wave them by, and let them pass you with your, while you're pulled over with the bike off. Otherwise, they'll get pretty butthurt. It's just a respectful thing to do. I wouldn't want anybody to get thrown off a horse or anything like that. It's nice and sunny out today, though. Every time I finally get out and ride, I feel like 1,000 times better. Like, I'll sit at home for a while and play video games, and then after like a little bit, I'll get bored, and like, I don't know, maybe it is just boredom, but like, feel really like, I don't know, not down or depressed, but like, you know what I mean, like just bored, like like now what the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know, I guess I wasn't having fun. And every time I jump on my bike, I just feel so much better. It's like instant dopamine into my jugular vein. It's just so much fun. I don't know what it is. There's just something about riding. And it's not even, I mean, I'm doing really easy trails too. I'm basically on a road, but it's still just so much fun. I'm starting to learn editing a bit more now too. I've gotten a little bit better with it. It's so time consuming, like so time consuming, that sometimes I just don't even want to like give it my all, because I would be there for like 12 hours editing a video. Like I'll go out and get like 2 or 3 hours of footage on, and then I'll manage to shorten it down to like, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes, and then I go through it and like sometimes I'll mute out all the swear words and like add little effects and stuff, but like it's actually really time consuming. I have a lot more respect for people that moto vlog and like have quality content. I have so much more respect for those guys now after doing it myself. I guess that's like how it is with any trade, really. You always think you can do something until you try it. And they're like, whoa, this is a lot harder than I thought it was. I hope these gates are closed. Whoa! I knew we'd run into him. I told you guys. Good, those are beautiful horses, man. Riding horses is actually another one of those things where it's like, you see people riding horses like in movies and shit, and you're like, oh, I could totally do that. Nah. It's actually pretty difficult. I went to, which way I don't know which way I'm going here. I went to Gatlinburg one time with my wife. And one of the things we did there was riding horses. It was like, it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It's like riding a motorcycle that just kind of does whatever it wants. Like you can kind of like tell it, I don't know, you can kind of like nudge it in the right direction, and I guess it's just one of those things that takes like years, you know, to get used to. I've only ridden horses a few times. It's a blast though. I love riding horses. We rode up and down like this little mountainside hill in Gatlinburg. It was a lot of fun. I don't know how much fuel I have. I went up to Suches and rode the 4 service roads. And shit. Thank you. But yeah, I rode the Forest Service roads up in Suches, and I brought my GoPro and everything, but the audio didn't work. I forget what I was gonna say. I forget what I was talking about. I don't remember where I was going with this. Hopefully there's nobody down here, 'cause I think there's a spot down by the creek here where we can camp out. Oh. I'm going down the hardest part just for fun. Yeah, that looks fucking safe. That log's about to fall over on my head. Jesus. Oh, man. Pretty cool little spot. I'm gonna take my gear off. This is my tent. Single man tent. It fits on one of the side bags. On the other side, I've got this, which is my sleeping bag. So my tent goes on one side, and my sleeping bag goes on the other. Alright, well, that's the thumbnail. Alright. I have a Kelty Circuit 1 one-man tent. I got it from REI. As you can see, super light, super small, perfect for a light adventure build for moto camping. I don't remember how much it costs. Probably over $100.
if I had to guess. So besides that, I bring my first aid kit. This is one that you can buy at like Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop. It's got all kinds of shit: gauze, meds, gloves. There's even a hypodermic needle in here. I also bring this every time, even if I don't use it. It's just a poncho, a big waterproof poncho, just in case. It's like a pound and it's pretty small, and it's always good to have. So this, like I was saying before, is my sleeping bag. This is a 0-degree sleeping bag, so it's pretty big, even when it's all scrunched up. So this actually takes up one whole side of my my bags. Totally worth it though. I also have a hatchet. Always good to have one of those. Chop wood, firewood, or if you need to amputate your leg. I of course have my jet boil. These are pretty standard, it seems like, amongst campers in general, not just moto campers. This one isn't anything special, it's pretty small. And it's got all the stuff in it. So. And this is more of just a comfort thing. But I like to bring a plate, you know, like a bowl and a cup, and like the silverware set, cheap plastic silverware set for camping that you can buy. These are pretty cheap, maybe 20 bucks, not even, I don't know. And then I also have another metal cup for like coffee and stuff that you can actually put on the fire. So, other things I bring, I have this ham radio, this little handheld ham radio. This is just for emergencies. I have it set to the repeater up here so I can talk to anyone pretty much in Georgia. Just to have in case of emergencies. You got your basic water filter system. Super cheap, super easy. It works. I have not had any issues with these at all. I have a saw. This is a really cheap one. You can get these at Walmart for 10 bucks, but they're actually super great. I've already actually used this. I don't know if it was in my other video or not. Probably not, but I used it to cut down a tree that was in our way on the trail. These come in clutch all the time. Definitely, I would absolutely have one of those. I have rope with me. It's not thick rope, it's really thin, but it's good, and I don't know, there's all kinds of shit you need that for. I always bring a few lighters. I have a pillow. This is the Cocoon travel pillow. I promise I passed 3rd grade, you guys. Yeah, Cocoon travel pillow. Super small. Works great. Like I said, a few lighters, and then of course I have like a few little hand tools. I bring some needle nose and like a pen, pencil. I always bring a ferro rod, or whatever the fuck you call them, flint and steel. Just in case my lighters don't ever work, I always bring a pen. And I have like some phone chargers and shit in there. I do bring some fishing gear sometimes if I know I'm gonna be fishing, but not all the time, just because it's so bulky. And then of course I have my 1 gallon backup fuel tank. Fits right in the bottom in the back back bag of the bike. So I put it on the bottom and then put everything else on top of it. It fits perfectly, like perfect with those tusk bags. And it's great to have an extra gallon of fuel. You never know when that's gonna come in handy, even if it's not for you. That's pretty much it. That's really all I bring. So, you know, stuff to sleep, stuff to eat, stuff to drink, some wood cutting tools, some emergency tools, and that's pretty much it. I don't have really a lot of luxury. I don't even have, you know, a pad to lay on. I'm a younger guy. I'm only 26, but it doesn't bother me. I'm usually okay on the ground. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. My tent, my bike, all my stuff that I bring, and that's really it. Oh, I do have a little pouch for filming, but I keep that, I mean, it's like a little pouch and it's fairly small, but I keep that in my pocket. And it holds like my GoPro battery charger and a couple extra batteries and like an extra microphone, that kind of stuff, just for filming. But it's about the size of my hand, relatively small bag. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I can't camp out today because it's a Sunday and I have work tomorrow, but I figured I'd come out here and just at least show you guys my setup and that kind of thing. And I always wear these when I go camping. A lot of people think they look stupid, and they kind of do, but completely waterproof boots are awesome to have. So let's go get something to drink. As far as I know, this water is already pretty clean to begin with, because I didn't actually even bring any water with me. Fill it with water, screw the little thing on, and you're in business. Doesn't get any fresher than that. I think there's a coin down in there. Oh, nope, not a coin. Well, it's kind of like one though. Well, let's get back to riding.